This is what a 300L flat out up a rocky hill looks like.
We are back in Terrace, back at Rob and Maurie's place. We didn't film much, just spent some quality time with them and gave our bikes the TLC they desperately needed after a rough ride along the Dempster Highway. Massive thanks to Rob and Maurie for your incredible hospitality.
Good morning, it's 4:45 in the morning. We're in Prince Rupert and trying to get the ferry because, it was already booked out. So hopefully they have a space for us for motorcycles. The ticket booth is opening up in a few minutes. At 6 a.m. I think the boarding is starting, and then we'll see if we can get on ferry or not. So we just got onto the ferry, luckily. We strapped down our bikes and we are ready to go.
The first big step was done. We boarded the ferry, but now we had 16 hours ahead of us. Thankfully, the weather was absolutely perfect. We spotted countless whales, even some dolphins. It was truly magical. We camped out next to the cafe, played card games, listened to music, and just enjoyed what was probably the most beautiful ferry ride we've ever taken. And since we had gotten up so early, we were all completely wiped out. We didn't want to splurge on a hotel in Port Hardy. It's just too expensive. Instead, we decided to head to a wreck site that Sven and I had visited before. It was a 20-minute ride through pitch black darkness. Once we arrived, we pitched up our tents in silence and collapsed into bed.
What a day. We arrived so late yesterday at the wreck site. I think our tent was set up at 2 a.m. in the morning. And it was a really great ferry ride and totally worth it. Now we are on Vancouver Island. Again, in Port Ellis. We already been here. The guys haven't been on the island. This is the visitor center. A really good thing, you can always fill up your water. This is what we did. Today is a relaxing day.
It felt so good to be back. After all, this is where our trip began, on Vancouver Island, nearly 4 weeks and 4,000 kilometers ago. And the second time around, just as good. We hit even more logging roads and had a blast riding with Charlie and Damien. Though sadly, I lost all the footage from that. Still, the memories are there.
The 3 farting musketeers setting up the tent.
Yes, we moved this to a little early because we're now...
Oh no, stop.
We have a second bungee, sorry.
Morning everyone, we found a beautiful wreck site here near Campo River, but very unexpected. Yesterday 3 people came to our camp spot. We're like, we're having a little birthday party at the lake. Just a little one with laser show, smoke machine, stuff like that. We're like, well, okay. We got down and it was a crazy party, very random, full DJ equipment. We had a really great time. The laser show was epic, and what should I say?
After 5 amazing days on the island and a lovely invite from Natalie and Tom, who we met at the Horizons Unlimited meeting in the CAS, we made our way back to the mainland.
Here we are again at the ferry terminal. And just simple, Damien. We're already traveling, I think, like 3 weeks together. I have to deal with this every day.
This time we're staying with Johnny, a friend of Charlie's, in Vancouver. We still had some maintenance to do on the bikes, but we finally took the time to explore the city, and we had a great time doing it.
We're getting the full experience, hot dogs and drinks for $1.50.
The seasons are changing and the weather is pushing us south. The nights are getting colder. We crossed into the US at the Osoyoos border and entered Washington state. It was already getting late, so we found a wild camp spot nearby and went straight to bed. Our first stop was Winthrop, an old western town with serious cowboy vibes. We parked the bikes, filled up our water bladders and strolled through town. But the real excitement was still ahead. We heard so much about the BDR, the backcountry discovery routes, and it was finally time to ride one. We jumped on the trail immediately, but after just a few kilometers, we had to turn back. Wildfires were raging across parts of Washington and the road was closed. Luckily, we found another section of the BDR that was open and decided to go for it. It started easy. Smooth gravel roads, epic views, and good vibes all around. We stopped to take it all in and then kept going.
Boah, Alter, lass mal hier kurz halten. What a view!
Normally, I don't lead, but since the pace was relaxed and the trail manageable, I went first. It was a blast. Fast, flowy, scenic. Then things got more technical. We passed a barrier, standing off to the side, didn't think much of it, and suddenly the deep drops began. Later we learned they are called tank traps.
Oh. Wow. Pretty cool. Fucking hell, go Ellen. She's rolling through this like it's nothing. This is pretty good going.
I'd never ridden anything like that before. Somehow I made it through, but my heart was pounding. We stopped and I realized what just happened.
Fucking hell! That was some tet!
Adrenaline hit hard and I almost threw up. We seriously considered turning back. We had no idea what was waiting ahead. If the trail stayed this difficult, we are in for a challenge. But we kept going. And honestly, it turned out perfect. It wasn't too hard, not too easy, just pure riding joy and a perfect introduction to the Washington BDR.
This is what a 300L flat out up a rocky hill looks like. She's absolutely putting it. And just riding the rocks, it's amazing.
After that, we treated ourselves with an amazing self-cooked meal and went completely exhausted to bed.
So we are late on the road today because Charlie had again some problems with his bike. Doesn't start it, and by the end the battery booster helped, but the failure code was saying that the crankshaft speed sensor is not working. So now he has to figure out what he's doing. He needs a KTM dealer to sort out the problem. So let's see. Now we take the beautiful ride through the canyon here to the next town, where we hopefully have signal.
The next day, we rode the last bits of the Washington BDR to sleep at Moto's campsite, the Bates Motel in White Salmon. But we couldn't get Charlie's bike running. Same failure again, but this time without a chance to get it going. And we were up a mountain in the clouds without any cell service. Damien towed him all the way down, 40 miles. A few hours later, we arrived at Moto's campground. Our plan was to stay a couple of nights to relax, sort of things, and visit the headquarters. We met amazing people, had some good homemade meals, and enjoyed the time off the bikes. 4 nights later, we said goodbye to Charlie and Damien. We had different plans in mind, and we decided to part ways.
So, 4 nights at the Moto campground, and now we're leaving our English guys for a few days. Oh, you!
You have to beat that.
I think so, yeah. was a wonderful time.
Sven and I decided to hit directly the Oregon BDR, and we weren't disappointed at all.